So there's a lot of people that comment about my garden being too green. The lawn's too green. Why don't I have wildflowers planted or any type of plants planted for them? If you could see over there, my neighbor's full of blackberries, and on the other side of this is full of blackberries as well. I just started gardening with my vegetable patch. I've planted all these flowers. I've got strawberries on the other side there. I've got lavender, a bunch of flowers. I'm not really a flower gardener. This is my first year. I built these cedar pots specifically for this. So I've got flowers everywhere. I've got flowers, I've got mint. I've got mint over there, hydrangeas, wildflower I've planted over there. It's still early spring, so you're not gonna see many wildflowers blooming yet. I planted a bunch of sunflowers here. There's tons of strawberries there. More flowers. And then wildflowers over here. I planted more wildflowers over here. Obviously over the years they're gonna spread. I keep all the edging over here uncut so bees could find their way to the buttercups. This area right here I've left to just go wild. I've planted wildflowers, but I don't see them growing quite yet. They're down there. Lavender, mint has taken over this area. There's tons of like little flowers over here. I've seeded a ton of clover in this area. You can see it just breaking through right now. So this area is going to be covered in clover. I'm trying to keep it as natural as possible. I've got a crabapple, a pear tree, a cherry tree. I've got this one. This one's been grafted. It's nectarines and cherry and plum. I've got blueberries in the corner over there. Blueberries. Morning glory. I freaking hate morning glory, but guess what? I'm keeping it in some areas. So this old chair, I let it take over on this metal chair that I found someone threw out. So the morning glory is growing all over it. I've got patches of clover right here. All around the garden there's clover and dandelions. If you look closely on the ground, there's dandelion, 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 clover, clover, dandelion, dandelion, dandelion. Why do I cut it? Well, actually I do leave it for a very long time. I let the flowers bloom. I leave it there for the bees and the pollinators. And to be honest, I don't see any on here. I don't see any bees or any other pollinators pollinating these flowers. So I let them grow and grow and grow. I've got a dog. It does its business in the back of the yard back there. And sometimes it's hard to pick up its business in the long grass. So I just cut the grass. And, you know, for a week, it's short. And then it grows back really fast. I let it stay for another week. There's tons of flowers. And yeah, I'm gonna cut my grass. I don't care what anybody says. I live in a farm area where there's tons of flowers being grown by farmers where they sell them to supermarkets all across the country. And the bees have thousands of flowers, like literally a 5-minute walk away from here. Maybe one day I'll take my drone up and I'll show you how close, where I'm situated. I'm doing my part. I've got neighbors that plant flowers. I am doing my part. So hopefully you guys will understand that, yes, my lawn is green at the moment, but come summertime, in the middle of summer, this grass is brown because there's no watering happening whatsoever. We don't water our grass. We just let it grow. Yeah, we're gonna cut it. Anyway, I hope everybody understands this now, because I don't know. I feel guilty in a way, but I shouldn't, because I'm doing my part. Thank you.